Man, I can't believe this crap, man. These cops are out here arresting people just for breaking the law. Man, these tyrants are out of control, bruh. I thought you were a lawyer, now you say you can rap. Well, I've listened to your record, maybe go take a nap. The rhymes you're spitting out, they make you sound like a nut. Your latest track, it's got less views now than Gun Cereal's butt. Well, you say you're just a man who wants to smoke out some weed, but you smoke yourself stupid, boy, get the help that you need. You think you could be like Tom McDonald, be an internet star? The problem is your brain's so tiny, it would fit in this jar.
It's a frivolous lawsuit.
You know you're gonna lose.
Frivolous lawsuit.
Now watch me play the blues.
Frivolous lawsuit.
You put against a cat.
Frivolous lawsuit.
Make sure you wear the hat. All parties have been sworn in. I've read your complaint.
It's a frivolous lawsuit.
The way it's written, it sounds like you've been smoking paint.
That means
if we got that title to your shit, we will take it.
Oh, come and take it, bitch.
All right. I want your money and I want your dignity, and I'm taking both.
To quote my good friend Artie, come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch. Come take it, bitch.
Come and take it, bitch.
She spit in my face.
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 Take it, bitch.
Take it, bitch.
She spit in my face.
You're a fucking idiot.
She spit in my face.
Shot little thick dude.
A woman walks into the ladies' room at the mall. She enters one of these stalls and sits down to begin doing her business. As she starts to pee, she looks down at her shoes and sees a head poking under the stall, looking up at her with a camera. "What are you doing?" she screams, frightened. "I'm recording you," says Denver Metro Audits. "But this is a bathroom," she squeals. "Yes, a public bathroom, and there's no expectation of privacy in public," he tells her. "You don't belong in here," she yelled. "I didn't see any sign saying that," DMA replies. "It says ladies' room right on the door." Maybe it does, but it doesn't say no men allowed, does it?" he asked her. "What? That's stupid," she sputtered. "You're being a Karen about this, and what's stupid is shaving down there," DMA answered, holding his camera up. "If you let that bush grow in, it would create privacy for your hoo-ha like a hedge." She stared down at the activist lying on the looking up at her. "A hedge? Look, they should put a lock on that door if they don't want people coming in. They need to create privacy," DMA said. "It says ladies' room. They assume men won't come in here." "Well, they shouldn't assume that. And I can film whatever I can see. It's my First Amendment right as an independent journalist." "Oh, you're a journalist. What are you working on?" she asked, sarcastically, wiping herself. "I can't divulge that information at this time. The story isn't finished yet," he lied as if there were a story. "No expectation of privacy in public," he reiterated. But I'm in a stall, she cried. Yes, and look, it's open on the top and the bottom, DMA answered in a thin voice. They need to create more adequate privacy, because if I can see it, I can film it. You don't have to like it, but it's my First Amendment right. The conversation droned on like this for a while, the woman on the toilet and DMA on the filthy floor next to the toilet. Finally, the woman says, Christopher, don't you think this is inappropriate? I'm your mom. And that's a true story. Absolute true story.
Oh, man, I love that. That was great.
My goodness gracious me. It's Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. It's Tuesday.
It's the end of the month. Oh my goodness gracious me. It's the end of the month. It's Tuesday, and we are here, and we are live. Yes, yes, yes. Awesome sandwich sauce. I love it. I love it. I love it. You guys are the best fans in the world. Thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful Tuesday morning. Oh my goodness gracious me. Let's see who's here today. Number one was Jason D was first. All right, that works. Here's your happy dance, buddy. All right, yes. Oh, sure. Bill Pickles. My favorite yummy kind. Hey, Greg Jonig is here. But you're not first for real cool news. Oh, no. Let's see. My eyeballs. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Good day, you two misfits, Jason and Greg. Just popping in to say hi as I'm going to bed because I have to be at the hospital for tests at 6:30 tomorrow morning, and it's 8:30 p.m., so hello, goodbye. Oh, well, Cliff, if you're still here, I hope everything turns out okay. Oh, dear. Sorry, computer issues. Ooh, what a surprise. God bless, and we hope everything turns out okay, and it's all good for you. All right, let's see who else we got. Greg Jonig. Stefan St. German, what's up? How's it going? Great to see you. Ron's here, but he's just chilling in the background. I'll take it. Hey, thank you for coming. Great to see you as always. Highway Star, yeah, is here. All right. Hey, good morning all. Good morning to you, Highway Star. Let's see. Jason D, Greg Jonig, Highway Star, Terry Barnes. Good morning. God bless you all. God bless you, sir. Absolutely. Black Heart Night is in the house. Better than never. Better late than never. That's right. I'll take that. That's a fact. Let's see. Highway Star. Greg Jonig. Texas Tim. Hello and good morning, everyone. Good morning to you too, sir. Let's see. Black Heart Night. Texas Tim. Highway Star. Terry Bonds. Rooster Cogbird's in the house. Sorry I haven't commented, but I've been here listening and enjoying. All right. Great to have you here, buddy. Always. Let's see. Greg, Highway Star, Terry Barnes. All right. Well, that was a quick little how do you do. So, hello, everyone, and welcome to the show on this beautiful Tuesday morning. And oh, my goodness gracious me. It's weird. It's like really hot in here, but I open the windows and I can feel the air coming in, but I almost never get a breeze coming this way, blowing in the windows. Seems like the wind is always blowing that way, and that's just the other side of the building. It doesn't hit me. So, dang nabbit. Give me some air. I want to breathe. All I get when the window's open usually is just the noise of the traffic going by. Oh, man. And then my glasses are fogging up. Morning heat. It's summertime. Like I said before, though, I can't wait till winter because on the days when it gets cold, I could wear this through the whole show like I used to. And always have my hat on. You can keep your hat on. Tom Jones, baby. Let's see. All right. Sorry, I'm Hez does Tekken. I don't know what it is. Is it just like mornings? Like I just get a worse signal or what? Like I don't get it. Well, no, I think I always just have bad internet. For some reason, my life is just bad internet connections. I was in Florida, bad internet connection. I come here, bad internet connection. Oh, man. And now my eyes are fucking. I'm getting old. So anyway, guys. It's winter here. You can have it. Don't worry. I'm in Wisconsin. We'll get hit. When our winters, they're not nice. Oh, dear. Just a moment. I have to go off screen for a second. I'm sorry. In the morning, in the evening, and we got fun. with no warning. It's the morning. Baby, I'm on the run. Oh, dearie, dear. So anyway, all right. So what's been going on? So yesterday, for those of you who were here in the morning and saw it, while I was on the air, I got a knock on the door. I went over to see who it was. It was my kids. They just showed up just to hang out. That was awesome. And we ended up spending the day together. And 2 of them are still here. I got a 3rd one coming back in a little while. And she's going to hang out here all day. So we're going to have fun like we always do. We've been doing this thing where we've been playing this sort of like makeshift versions of Dungeons and Dragons because the little guy's too little to. Hey, Script Cat's here. All right. Didn't see you there. What's up? Yeah. Got to upgrade from my Commodore 64. I know. Cool Clearwater's in the house. What's up? Jason D, Terry Barnes, Highway Star. Who else? Anybody else that I missed? All right. So anyway, we have this sort of makeshift version of D&D that we play because the real game could get a little too complicated for the little guy. So we try to incorporate him. So we just, do our own thing, like for fun. But we decided to do that yesterday, and we played for like 5 hours. It was crazy. Like talk about spending quality time with your family, just all of us sitting together, playing a game, having fun, using our imaginations, We went through dinner time with it, and it was great. But at one point they did get in we all kind of got in an argument because the little guy and he gets so frustrated so easy. And it's something that like I'm trying to think like, what's the best way for me to kind of help him out, to deal with it on my end as his father, to mentor him and help him. And I don't know, maybe some of you guys that have raised kids might have some ideas or suggestions. What it is like, and it's not just like with games, like we're playing the game, and if he takes a hit, then he freaks out. It's like, dude, you didn't lose the game. It's a game where in the game you get into battles, and during the fight, sometimes you hit the bad guy, sometimes the bad guy hits you. It goes back and forth, and then in the end, there's a winner, But every time he gets hit, he freaks out. But again, it's not just like with games. Like if I'm reading with him and I have him reading a book, and he gets to a word and he doesn't know the word, he immediately loses his mind and goes crazy. And it's like, dude, relax. Just look at the word, try and sound it out, try to read it, and it's all good. But I don't know. Fresh coffee. That'll get him to calm down. I know you weren't talking about my son, but I could use some coffee. I'm out of coffee. I got to go buy some as soon as, I don't know, probably in a couple of weeks, I'll have enough money to buy coffee. Actually, no, by the 4th, by August 4th, I'll have some coffee money. So like 5 days. Ladies and gentlemen, because Tuesday's the day that I just hang out and talk, Mr. Thomas has decided that he wanted to join me so that he can hang out and talk too. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please welcome Mr. Thomas. He's here. All right. Let me get this on there. My stupid computer is so dumb. What's up?
Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing this morning?
Good. Having a good
time.
That's
good. That's good.
Yes, it is.
Just having a little rainstorm here this morning, but other than that, it's pretty good.
Yeah, we had rain all night. I think that's why I'm sweating, even though it's not that hot out, because it's humid,
Yeah.
Humidity, it'll get you every time. Oh, my goodness. So what have you been up to?
Not much, really. Just, taking one day at a time and just keep on, just doing what you could. But
Yeah, exactly, right?
Right. But as of late, but other than that, I just been actually checking out the Olympics, and it's been pretty good so far.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really haven't watched it much this year. I don't know. I've been, hanging out with the kids, trying to have fun with them and, spend quality time playing games, reading books, doing all the dance stuff, especially now that we're getting into August, which out here is like when it starts getting really hot. So it's like, oh boy, we got that to look forward to.
I mean, can you believe it's almost August and it's almost the end of the year? The end of the year is almost here.
I'm telling you, it's crazy because it's what is it? It's tomorrow is August 1st. Yeah. Oh. Oh man, Red's due tomorrow. Dang, but I'm not ready for that.
Isn't it 31 days in August? I mean 31 days in July?
Oh wait, do we still have one tomorrow?
I thought it's 31 days.
Oh, that's right. I didn't even think about that. Yep. Okay, so it's not tomorrow, it's the day after. Yay. That gives me one more day. Woo.
Believe me, I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
Script Cat says, I got a topic for you. At 67 years old, I decided I'm going to take up backpacking, hiking, and camping. I'm going to start with car camping. Discuss. Wow. That sounds great. Hey, Script, you want to come up and hang out?
Yeah.
And Blackheart said there's a bunch of great people here. Cool Clearwater. Hey, why don't we make this like an open panel day since it's just a hang out and talk day anyway?
That would be
I'll
very
go ahead and I'll yeah. Here, Script or Blackheart or Highway Star. Any of you guys want to come up here? Here, let me put the link in the chat. There you go. Yeah.
But you know what?
Maybe that can become more. No.
But you know what's the most popular? What everybody's talking about? Everybody's talking about the what is it? The Wolverine Deadpool? What is it? Wolverine Deadpool movie?
Yeah, I'm trying not to though because I want to see it. I don't want any spoilers,
okay,
and
so
I've already gotten more than I bargained for.
Okay, I'm not gonna mention anything about it, but from what I hear, it's a pretty good movie though.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. It's like if you're the thing about excuse me, the thing about the Deadpool movies specifically is that if you're into those kind of movies and you're into that kind of thing, then it's like a parody of itself. It's not like a parody, like a silly parody, but it's a parody like they do all of the things that, without, well, I mean, just looking at the other Deadpool movies, they say all the swear words, they do all the things that you don't get in your comic book movies. They're a comic book movie making fun of comic book movies. Ladies and gentlemen, Script Cat is here. What's up, Script? How you doing today?
What's going on, Script Cat?
Applause. Hello, Mr. Thomas. I don't think you and I have met.
I know, but I see you in the chat a lot. How you been doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm living vicariously through YouTube videos that talk about camping and stuff, and I've decided I'm going to try it. I've never been camping in my life except for one time in Girl Scouts 50 decades ago.
Wow.
Honestly, I've never been camping before. I always wanted to go, but I've never been.
Well, my biggest thing about it is...
ladies and gentlemen.
Go ahead.
We're also joined by Blackheart Knight. All right.
Yay, Blackheart.
Hey.
No, I was just introducing Blackheart Knight.
Yay.
All right. Now we got ourselves a panel. All right, go ahead. Finish your thought there, Script.
The thing that I think would bug me the most about camping is bugs.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at all these different videos on...
That really is the worst part.
Yeah, how to set up tents and how to use tarps, and I got to learn my knots and mosquito netting and all this kind of stuff. And I've just really dove into it, and I think I'm actually going to start with car camping because my knees are so jacked up from the 2 surgeries I had that I cannot actually crawl into a tent. So I would have to sleep in my car. And there's a lot of places that'll let you do car camping.
You know, I've seen that. I've seen that. I've seen a few people. You know, I was going through TikTok, and I've seen a few people that was car camping, and it looks very comfortable how they do it.
Well, a lot of folks, and this just surprised the hell out of me. Excuse me, the heck out of me. More and more people are living in their cars deliberately so that they can save money. You know, a lot of people can't afford rent. Rent in the town that I just moved from was going up astronomically. And when I got here to where I am now, I'm living in a neighborhood. It's all single family housing. There's no apartments, but the rents are like $1,200, $1,200 to $1,800, depending on how many bedrooms and baths there are.
Yeah, I can imagine.
How? I mean, and I'm on a fixed income now. I can't afford anything like that. So,
wow.
And something else, I'm a retired nurse, and I've heard that so many nurses during the COVID thing were actually living in their cars in the hospital parking lot because they were working like practically nonstop. And so I'm just so surprised. Anyway.
But you know, I have to say, nurses don't get the recognition they deserve because they work so hard.
Oh hell no.
You know, especially ICU nurses. They really.
Well,
man.
you know, Florence Nightingale started it. Florence Nightingale wanted all of us nurses to be nuns, Anglican nuns. She wanted only the highest caliber person, that kind of thing. And she was the one who actually started the trend of eating your young, and that is pervasive throughout nursing.
Right.
New nurses are just treated horribly, and I hate that part. And she started that, so it's like it's still ongoing that they're trying to get rid of it, but it's something that's so ingrained. So, but you're right, nurses don't get enough credit.
Right, they don't.
Anyway,
they
has
really
anybody
don't.
here
Speaking
ever been
of
camping?
people,
Any stories? Okay, sorry.
wait a minute. We didn't introduce Cool Clearwater. What's up, Cool Clearwater?
Hey, Cool Clearwater.
Hey, CCW.
Howdy, folks. And hello, Scriptcat. I think this is our first voice-to-voice meeting.
It
instead
is.
of text-to-text.
I'm so happy to meet you.
Definitely a pleasure.
Yo, Hez.
Yes, sir.
You were having a little bit of an issue trying to figure out if this month was 31 or 30 days, right?
It's 31, yeah.
Well, you want me to teach you a little trick without having to use a calendar to figure out if it's a 31 or 30-day month.
Is it the little song?
Yeah, I remember
I teach all my
there used to
kids
be a
that
song when I
song.
was a kid, but I forgot it.
Well, ball up your fist. Ball up your fist. Now, point at your pointer finger knuckle. Take your other, and now go between the knuckle and the valley in between. The knuckle part will be the 31-day mark, the month. The valley will be the 30-day month, or in the case of February, the 28-day month. So, starting with the first knuckle, you go January, then go down to February in the valley, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, November, December. And you'll end up with each month that's on the 31-day 31-day month on the knuckle.
Nice.
Yeah, I was taught that as a kid.
And Cool Clearwater, you said
and
you
I do it
remember
to
the
this
song?
day.
Oh, yeah. I teach that to all my littles. 30 days.
Wow,
and
the knuckle
September,
thing. I've never
April,
heard that
June,
one.
and November. After February's done, the other months have 31.
All right. Yes. I love it. See, now that's what they used to tell me when I was a kid, but I forgot how it went. Because, like, in my brain, like, I remember that song, but, like, I don't remember the words. So to me, it's like 30 days has a month and another month has not that many. And it's different every month except for February, you know? Good stuff. So you were talking about how you want to do this, like, camping thing. Were you thinking about, like, just like trying it out just for fun, like as a little hobby, or like eventually becoming like an RV type person?
Well, I used to have an RV. I used to live in an RV, but that's way too out of my field now. That time of my life is over. I was thinking,
right,
like I said, starting out, actually, what a lot of people recommend is that you just throw up a tent in your backyard. And I was thinking that would be fun for me and the grandkids. We could pretend like we were backpacking and make a trip around the block and then end up at the campsite in the backyard.
Yeah,
there you go.
Fun.
That's a great idea.
That'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think it would be
backyard
fun.
camping's always a blast for kids.
Yeah, yeah. So I mentioned it to my son, and I asked him, "Have you all?" He and his wife, "Have you all ever been camping?" And my son said, "No. Liz is more into glamping." I said, "Yeah, well, I can understand that."
But do they actually still, do like the little campfires and everything? When people actually go camping, do they actually still do like the actual campfires?
Well, it depends. If you're in a burn ban area, of course, no. Like I think in California right now, southwestern states. But that doesn't mean you can't cook out. They've got those little alcohol burners and the little butane stoves and stuff to use. Like
Right.
if I were to do something like that in my backyard, I could not build a fire, literally a fire, because I don't have a fire pit, and they don't allow open burning in neighborhoods like this. But that doesn't mean that there's all kinds of parks and state parks all around that we could go to if we wanted to do that. But we could still eat out and stuff like that.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, I've done like going camping like is one thing, but I've actually done a hike up the coast of Lake Superior, all the way through up almost into Canada. Yeah, and so that whole time, I mean, that was like a whole month that we were outside. So we would just go from campsite to campsite. Like we had a little map of it's a trail, the Superior Hiking Trail, and it's all mapped out. So we had the little map, and our goal every day was to hike to the next campsite, and just go from campsite to campsite every day, and then always sleep every night in the tent. So that was something else. But like you said, the only real issues are the bugs sometimes.
What did you do about food?
This is fun. This is exercise. This is good.
How many days was it? And
Well,
what did you do about
we had
food?
a lot of we had our backpacks and they were packed. We had a lot of dry food, non-perishable stuff, MRE type stuff. I don't know if you know what an MRE is.
Yeah.
Meal ready to eat.
Yeah.
They
use
cut,
those a lot
yeah,
in the
and
military.
some of them, yes, and some of them, those little like hand warmer packets, like you shake them and they get real hot and you touch them. Well, some of them come with like those or variations of those that you put in the bag and shake it up, and then it makes your food hot, and then you could eat it right out of the bag, So a lot of things like that, a lot of nuts, a lot of grains, and then I mean we had cash, and this is one of the things I learned, like. This is so American. Like, I noticed this while we were doing this hike. No matter how deep in the woods we were, no matter how far away from civilization we were, no matter where we were or what we were doing, if we really just got sick and tired of eating our non-perishables that we brought with us, there was always a McDonald's nearby.
Ooh.
Is that something?
Surely there was something better.
Well, that was the only thing, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, you'd be out in the middle of nowhere, but we could always find a McDonald's.
Yeah, Mr. Golden Arches.
Now, did you do any particular training for this, or did you just walk out the door and start out on this hike?
Oh yeah, we just grabbed our stuff and went.
I could see that if you
just
got a trail.
I mean, we planned it out, but we didn't like train or anything.
Yeah.
So in other words, you literally took a hike.
Yeah. Yep. Again, yeah, we planned it out ahead of time, but I mean, because the thing about it was because it wasn't like we specifically went out of our way because we took the bus out there to where we started and took a bus from where we ended. Greyhound bus. We bought our bus tickets like they were like open-ended. So like within I think it was like whatever the time period was, but like they were good for a year or whatever, so we weren't in any hurry. You know what I mean? So like if there was a particularly difficult part of the hike, we would just, we'd take our time. If we got tired, we'd sit, we'd relax, we'd set up camp if we had to, spend the night. Because again, technically, theoretically, legally, we only stayed in actual campsites and never just randomly put our tent up in the middle of the woods. Oh no, that didn't happen. But
nobody does that. Come on.
Yeah, I mean that was it. We were just right, exactly. Yeah, so we just took our time, and yeah.
Hey, do you think that the camping thing? You think that you and your kids would be up for something like that?
Oh, I would love it. I would love it. See, that's all stuff that's down the road because anyone who's been watching the show for a while knows. I just started a new job. Friday was my first day. And once, I've been there for a while and the training phase is over and I start, because while I'm in training, I'm not going to be full-time, but once I go full-time and I'm actually going to get some money rolling in because right now I'm broke as can be. But once I start getting some more money rolling in and finally being able to settle down here and get my stuff back from Florida, get everything together, then we'll be able to start doing cool stuff like that. And one of the things is where I'm at, there's this place called, and everyone always laughs when they see this, especially when you're driving and you see the sign on the side of the road. But there's a guy whose last name was B-O-N-G. So the Bong Park is right down here. And you always see when you're on the highway, the signs for Bong, next exit. But it's a giant park and you could go there and you could camp there, like it's the woods and there's like a little lake and a park. And, it's just, I guess it used to be a military base, like for World War II. And then after the war was over, they just, let it grow out with the nature and it became like a nature preserve now. And so it's the Bong Recreation Park or Recreation Center. And yeah, I've camped there a few times and it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
That sounds great.
So is it?
Oh yeah, it is. So I definitely would love to take the kids up there.
So you go camping in the woods in Wisconsin. So do y'all have to deal with bears?
Bears?
Type of wildlife?
No, I'm not that far north. I'm not that far north.
Bears.
Well, I mean, we see like the bears. Yeah. No, we get like deer and squirrels, possum. Every once in a while, a raccoon. Stuff like that.
Is it me or do I hear cat?
Around here, we do have bears. We have possums. We even have what some people call swamp dogs, the gators.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a whole different
They're so
kind of
cute, unless they're eating you.
And then every now and then you may see a sea cow.
Yeah. And a lot of people call them swamp dogs because sometimes you can train them just like a dog. Believe it or not,
California
gators can
or
be trained.
Florida.
I keep hearing a cat. Who's got a cat?
I know, that's what I'm saying. I keep hearing the cat also.
That's mine.
Ah.
Oh.
That's okay. I just was wondering where it was coming from.
I thought it was mine. So I'm like, wait. I'm looking over there in the corner. I'm like, oh, he's over there asleep.
From the sound of it, it's baby, and she's begging Dennis because he's cooking breakfast.
Ah, there you go.
That would do it. Actually, the smell of breakfast will wake anybody up. Actually,
if it's a good breakfast, or
Yeah,
a really bad one.
Well, I have learned in exploring.
Hey guys,
all
I gotta.
Go ahead.
Oh no, you had to mute yourself.
Oh no, I was gonna say, go ahead and talk for a second because I have to go potty real quick. But yeah, you started talking, so that's what I need.
Oh, go ahead.
I have found that if you're not careful, you can really spend some bucks on all this kind of equipment, and some of this stuff is ridiculously expensive, stupid expensive.
And that's the stuff you don't need.
Yeah.
Mostly, and there's these people, this group called ultralight campers, and I think they're like the snobs of the camping world. You know,
Yes, they are.
Everything they carry on their back is, totally. The total weight is only about 5 pounds. Come on, guys.
See what the thing is, though, when I see a lot, when I was just telling you when people be doing the car camping, and the one Pacific when I was watching on TikTok, he was camping in his car. He had he was like in a park, in the park, and he had like the little plate, like the little hot plate that you can put like the little gas. You have to plug the little gas thing in. You could cook on the gas.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he had that. Then he pulled out steak, eggs, and orange juice, and I'm like, well, where did he have a refrigerator at? Because I didn't see a refrigerator or a cooler.
By golly, you can get mini refrigerators. It all depends on how big your car is. Holy cow!
Because he had, he put like the little things up on all of his windows to keep it, so nobody wouldn't look into his car, look in there while he was sleeping. He had it. He had everything going. Because he'd get up in the morning. Then he'll drive to the gym. He'll use the showers at the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when he'll start his day. Then he'll start doing this, cooking his breakfast. Then he just going about his day doing what he have to do. Then he'll cook his lunch. He put all this on TikTok, and it seemed like it's very interesting how he was doing that.
I think I've seen that only on YouTube.
Yeah,
I was thinking that's yeah, and then he goes on to work, and yeah, like I say, a lot of people are actually just parking where they work, and essentially living there. Now, I don't know. I don't know how long that might last, because hopefully no one would abuse it, but it seems like sooner or later somebody will do something stupid, and then they'll say, nope, you can't park here at work anymore.
And I know this one
couple, there to be abused, it's going to be abused.
Yeah. Like Walmart, you used to be able to park in any Walmart parking lot, and then you had a bunch of RVers who dumped their black waste in the parking lot.
Yeah.
And threw all their trash out, just trash into the parking lot. And so Walmart finally said, nah, no more.
So one person messed it up for everybody.
Well, not just one, several. But it got to be a thing. And then, corporate finally put their foot down and said, nah.
Yeah, because because every now and then you will see like sometimes the truckers still park their trucks at Walmart, but they only stay like overnight, but then they leave.
Right. They don't live there. Yeah, and truck stops are, if you're like traveling somewhere, truck stops are pretty good. You just have to stay the hell away from where the truckers actually are. You have to stay out of their way.
And that all you can eat at Rip Griffin's is a damn good deal.
There you go.
I seen this
I've
when
got
they
to
was
step away for just a minute. I'll be back.
That's cool. I seen this one when there was the guy was camping and he was in Oregon and he stopped at a truck stop and it's just a wooded area, but he kept on hearing like the growling and somebody, it didn't sound human, but he said it sounded like it was a Bigfoot in the woods.
One of my greatest moments with my littles, and this was decades ago when the grandkids were all in the 9 to 12, 13 range. We were setting up camp and we wanted the kids out of the way, so we gave them the job of starting the campfire. And we got finished and went over there, and they still hadn't handled it yet. We'd given them a flint and a striker. Built all the tinder, everything set up, just, flint, striker, get that spark on there, blow on it, get it going. They were struggling. Walked up and said, let me give it a try. I figured it'd probably take 10 or 12. First strike, the sparks hit, the flames burst up. I just said, that's how you do it. Handed it back to him, took the W and walked away.
Okay.
There you go.
That's
Nice.
how you do it.
I like that. You?
There's no way in hell I could have done that if I tried.
Right. That's awesome.
I wouldn't know how to do
It is.
Like I said,
Every once in a while, something works out like that. Well, especially when you're using a striker and stuff, there is like a little bit of technique to it and a little bit of practice. But if you have a good striker and good tinder, it shouldn't be that bad. But yeah, I mean, if you've never been camping at all before and you really don't know anything about it, you could always just use like a lighter, ball up some old newspaper and go it that way.
Well, if you do want a good striker,
started on my videos for the day.
There's this place called Crazy Crow's Trading Post, and they have all the old school stuff for camping, campfire coffee pots and all that stuff. And they sell strikers, all the small things that make life so much easier.
Okay, what were you saying there, Blackheart? Oh, he had to go do his videos.
Yeah.
All right. Goodbye, Blackheart Knight. We did stay. All right. Well, thank you for joining us. If you can still hear us, it was great having you. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. Were you done, or what were you going to say, Mr. T?
No, because if it was just me, if I was going to camp, and the only thing, when it started the fire, I'm like, like you say, some newspaper. I'm like, can I just get a box of matches?
Oh yeah,
a box of matches or a lighter.
Yep.
Matches.
Yeah, if you don't
overlap.
know how to do it, but yeah.
You can drop the matches in the tinder. You have to hold that damn lighter.
Right.
Yeah.
But other than that, as long as you got a fire, you just have to watch it. Don't make sure it don't burn out of control.
Yeah, and they always advise,
Oh, well, yeah,
from all
of course.
the videos I've seen, they always advise bringing 3 different ways to start a fire, because you never know what's going to happen or what you're going to lose. And, they always say, bring a lighter with you, for heaven's sakes. Make it easy on yourself.
Right. Just in case, yep.
Parson 1122
But that is one of the
says
things
he's
that's
living in
cool.
his car now.
Not yet. Now that I started a new job, hopefully it won't get to that point, but it's all good. No, I'm not living in my car.
How's it going on, Hez? You enjoying your new job?
Yeah, I mean, again, I just worked there. Friday was my first day, so it was just that one day. But so far, so good. Yeah, it was great actually. Everything went. Bless you, whoever that was. But yeah, it was interesting because part of what I'm doing, well, it's weird because it's like partially outdoors and it was a nice day, but yesterday it was raining all day. And I was like, oh man, just thinking like if I was out there now, it's like I didn't even think about it. I'm gonna have to make plans for the weather, especially out here. It's when it's like snowing and stuff. I'm gonna have to be all bundled up and it's gonna be kind of a pain, but oh well, it is what it is.
Cause you all get blizzards up there, don't you?
Oh, sometimes, yeah. When it gets cold up here, it gets cold.
Yeah, yeah, it gets cold here, but y'all can keep the cold weather up there for right now. Well, no, right now it's hot, but when that time comes, you be like, no, y'all can keep it.
There was one time I saw a video online, so I tested this. I wish I would have filmed it. I wasn't thinking about like my YouTube all the time and stuff at the time. But there was one time where it was so cold, I literally took a pot of boiling water, ran outside, threw the boiling water in the air, and by the time it came down to the ground, it was snow.
Wow. I've seen that done before. Yeah, that's cold. That is really cold.
Yep. Florida Jim, but sign turning is an art form now. Yes. You guys got me. That's my new job. I'm saying, turning the sign. Yeah. Let's go.
Turning into Taco Terry.
That's right.
I like the alliteration. I like the alliteration of Taco Terry. But for me, the unicorn costume was so much more memorable.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
I mean, I don't take Taco Terry I don't take him too serious.
No one does.
Right.
There's something wrong with that boy.
Well, it's hard to take any of these guys serious.
Well, that's true too.
Oh, you have to take the violent ones seriously.
Yes.
Yeah, you do. Because Taco Terry been kind of quiet lately. He haven't put out a video as of late, or nobody really covered him.
Well, he's still on probation, isn't he? And he had to get a real job.
That's right, he did. He was ordered to get a job. Because he was hanging around, for some reason I'm not gonna say who he hang around with, but you've seen him as of late. But he was ordered to get like DMA to get a job.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Now, how long that'll last, who knows? But
poor Frauditor having to actually work.
Yeah, poor thing.
And the thing is that with DMA, I'm still trying to figure out why is he, I'm like, wasn't it already been a year that he was sentenced and he haven't served a day in jail yet because he's keep appealing it. He was only sentenced to 15 days in jail. Then he have to do, I think, 2 years of parole and all of the things that come along with it.
I can't remember how many days.
It was something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're doing 15 days in 15 days in jail. It's not like she gave you 15 years.
Yeah, it's not prison. It's jail.
Right.
Jail. Yeah.
It's like Chile. He wasn't in a dungeon.
Right. These evil, horrible cops, judges, and everyone else. Of course, like I said this the other day, sometimes even if there is something to his argument, because there were some people who said there was, the way he was handling it was just insane. And of course, when anytime any one of these guys, say something, anything really, it becomes, even if they have a point, it becomes hard to believe them because 99.9% of every word that comes out of their mouth is crap,
Yeah, well,
So
Chile
it's like,
actually
I
did
don't know,
have
it gets hard sometimes.
Chile actually did have an opportunity to make case history, and he blew it because of his ego. They're in Nevada.
Yep.
Their obstruction and interference laws are so broad that they're too broad, and they should have been. He had the perfect case to challenge them, and to get Nevada to change its laws to make them more exact. And he could have made himself famous.
Yes.
But he blew it.
See, but I got you give it to he won his appeal. But the thing is, though, you won your appeal, but you still served time in jail. You basically just got out. You only had 1 month left to serve, so you basically got out 1 month early. So that's
he didn't really win anything.
Right, and that's the thing. Like what Script is saying, when he first got convicted, I was watching, and there were some lawyers, like actual lawyers, that were breaking down the case, and they all kept saying basically the same thing she's saying, is that, well, you know what? Technically, if you look at the way that the law is actually worded and break it down, there's a flaw there, and if he goes after that and focuses on that, then he might actually have a case, about that. But like she said, no, he's got to be too busy saying, oh, I'm the big internet guy and you're a bunch of stupid pigs. Ha ha. It's like, oh, all right, buddy. Well, that's not an argument that's going to work in court, obviously. Right. So he blew it.
Yep, he did.
Right. It was his behavior that day in court that also, like you say, that did it.
I have to agree with some people who have said that the judge actually came into the courtroom with her mind made up because she had heard about the crap he had pulled with her bailiff before court even started. And so she was pissed at the get-go. And then he acted like an idiot. So
that's the old saying, you don't want to piss off the judge, but you have, the judge have to, have to rule by law. Rule by the law.
Right. But again, it's like even if he goes with the appeals and everything else, and even if he wins that and everything, he's already blew the opportunity to go after the technicalities in the law that could have been a thing he was fighting for in the beginning. But I mean, with him, he's like you said, it's so much ego and it's so much just hate. Like, oh, let's just hate cops, and like I said, it's dangerous because he might not be out. I mean, he's out there, like he crosses the line, but people that are influenced by him to actually go out and do bad things, to cops just because they're cops, because they spend so much time watching videos of these guys dehumanizing them to the point where they don't see them as people. They just see them as things that need to be murdered. It's like, no, you people are so dumb.
Yeah.
And they're just spreading more hate.
And that guy, what's his name? Kennedy Walker or Walker Kennedy? Have you heard of him? Have you
Oh,
seen
the guy
his
who
videos?
yeah.
Had to tried to have the judge arrested and
He's
all this other crap.
Oh yeah, yeah,
He's a sick
Yeah,
puppy.
right.
He's dangerous.
yeah. That's one that he really believes that. So it's only a matter of time before he acts on it.
Yeah, I have kind of like Hoyt Webb did, I have spoken to Kennedy
Right.
Walker, and he can't get beyond calling you names. He can't articulate his point of view without either nonstop talking, which is nonstop yelling, or just calling you names. And it's like there's nothing. His foundation is very poor, I guess.
There's nothing there.
Yeah, he can't communicate. All he does
Right.
is wind people up. But he's dangerous. I believe he's dangerous.
Well, all the true believers are dangerous because there's only one logical outcome of those beliefs. When you do believe that the person stopping you doesn't have authority over you, when you do believe that they're about to kidnap you, you act on that.
Yeah.
That's not a good place.
Yeah, and when you're told, which is true, you can fight literally an unlawful arrest. However, you can't determine at that moment whether the arrest is lawful or not. Only a judge can do that.
Right.
Right. Just
But
like
a
the same
lot of
thing.
these people are being told, I can defend myself with pepper spray or whatever, a gun or whatever. And that's when you end up getting like that. Where was that kid, in Colorado or somewhere? Where they were trying to get him out of the car and he pulled a gun.
The sovereign citizen kid.
Yeah, and he was wasted. That's where the logical conclusion goes to, like Clearwater was saying.
That's just like the same thing with these frauditors. When they see a sign that's up there, the sign is unconstitutional. I say, well, that's not for you to say. If you want to say the sign is unconstitutional, take it to court. Let the judge decide if it's unconstitutional or not.
Yeah.
I'm like, other than that, they're gonna have to, they would keep the sign up and follow the policy until the judge say take the sign down.
Exactly. I appreciate the point and laugh thing because the vast majority of them know that it's bullshit and their actions show that. But yeah, you hit those true believers and duck and cover.
Exactly.
Yeah. It is. It's dangerous. And that's always been kind of my thing too, is like, the majority of these guys to me are obviously they know that it's BS and they're just doing it for YouTube clout, But then you see these videos where people literally are, hurting people, and like, it's ridiculous, and it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and more out of control. And it's just more nonsense. And now it's escalating to, like you said, with the Kootenai County Press or whatever, it's like, it's gotten to the point now where like the frauder will just start shooting people. They don't care. Let's shoot an unarmed homeless guy because he didn't want me to film him. You don't want to be filmed, you're punished. That's just the way it is. Like the true believers, man, they're dangerous.
Yeah, the vast majority of them are the ninny boo boo. I found a loophole bullshit fourth grader.
Right.
And they do it just so they can cry foul when, somebody slaps them on their ass for it.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just hoping Hoyt Webb's trial is televised. I would really like to watch that.
There are several trials that I would like to watch that are coming up.
Oh yeah, like who?
One moment, dealing with a cat.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Hans, did you see the news story about what is it? Terminator?
Oh, Tyrant Terminator?
No, Terminator was in the news.
Yeah, Frauditor covered him. He was because the he said that the acting chief of police resigned because he says that the acting chief of police beat him up. And they showed the pictures and everything. He says that his face was swollen, and battered and bruised. But when you look at the pictures, I'm like, you see a little bit of swelling, but I don't see where you bruised or anything.
Oh
But
yeah.
we only hear one side of the story, but you don't hear the police chief side of the story though. So that side haven't been told yet. So now he done hired these two high-powered attorneys trying to sue the city and the police department.
Oh my.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing. And go ahead.
Back to answering the question. Eagle Nick just got arrested. LIA just got arrested. There have been so many arrests. I know most of them will be dropped because we have garbage prosecutors, garbage DAs. It's
And
so much
overcrowded
easier
prisons.
just to hit the revolving door button and go back out into the streets, make us proud, than it is to actually cover the trials. But that shooting of the homeless man, that is definitely one that needs to be seen. And oh crud, I just lost his name. He's one of the Hispanic frauditors.
Oh.
And they all sound alike to me.
Um,
No, that's not a disparaging remark. They just have the same speech patterns.
Well, they say the same script.
Yeah, the script is the same. Their voices are very, very similar. And I don't have the visual to tell them apart.
Now, is this part of the California crew that you're thinking of?
Yes.
You're probably talking about is it Casey Cameraboy? Or even
I don't think he was part of that.
Boy.
Silence Boy.
No, but I would be interested in following up on that one. No, this is one of the ones that has joined in with the guy that does the "look at me, I'm a terrorist, but don't shoot" BS.
Oh,
he's teamed up with him several times.
Oh shoot!
Thank you, Timo. My reader just got their SGV.
Yeah,
SGV.
Yeah,
He's the smaller channel, but he's teamed up with SGV a couple times, and he just got arrested, and it looks like that one might be sticking. So yeah, I would love to hear you explain your BS in court.
Well, they go on and on about how they hate the police, but the first thing they do is lawyer up.
Or call the police when someone touches their camera.
Well, yeah, that's
yeah.
Sorry, your camera is not an extension of your being.
No, not at all.
Perfect.
That's like, oh, you brushed my shirt sleeve. Assault. No, that's not a thing.
Perfect example of that is Liberty Troll.
Oh yeah.
Oh, some of these people, I just can't stand their voice, and so I cannot watch their videos.
No, to me, it's just hard to get through an LIA video because he sounds so condescending. I'm like,
yes,
really?
Oh my god! I'd want to punch him just on principle.
Well, so many of them, we probably have never heard their voice because they're either using the chitty chitty bang bang child catcher voice, come here, little girl, I've got a lollipop for you. You know, or complete condescending creeper voice.
Yeah.
I mean, damn, they sound like they're on NPR.
Yeah.
No, but if you want to talk annoying voices, you know, when you have, you know, you put Regan Benson and you put Pink Camera Magic and you put Carolina Fort Worth all in one room, they all would have annoying voices, and you couldn't stand them. Couldn't stand it.
I can't stand that she just won $130,000.
Yeah,
I know.
No, didn't win.
Really?
That was just go
Yeah.
away. And
You
that
think
does sicken me.
130,000?
And she's
I
not
know
gonna
that-
do anything. She's supposed to be a homeless advocate, but she's not gonna use any of it to help the homeless.
No, she'll buy a new car. Is what'll happen.
Now, I know it might be a touchy subject, but that is one area of tort reform that I believe really needs to go forward, is put a freaking cap on the go away money bullshit.
I agree.
$130,000 is a to me that's a bit much to have somebody to go away.
I
It's
mean,
a bit much.
there are people, well, like myself. I was paralyzed by being hit by a big rig.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
The outcoming of that was far, far less than anything of that these people get for this bullshit.
Damn.
Yeah.
That is a reform that needs to be looked at and looked at seriously.
Yeah.
And when these people do get that money, then they just, you know, their fans and other frauditors just double down on, see, it can work. You can win. You can get a big payday.
Oh, yeah.
So go, what about freedom and rights in the country? No, I got money now. Yay.
They say it was a retaliatory stuff. I'm like, but you and your husband was blocking the road trying to film the police officer. So they asked you to get out the road and you didn't. So it turned into a traffic stop. What you think was gonna happen? But you know, they called it a retaliation stop, even though they was parked in the middle of the road.
I think.
Oh, yeah. You're retaliating against me for not having a license plate. Yeah, screw you.
I think Pat Darcy, a lawyer.
What are you going to say, Script?
Patrick Darcy. He has a channel, and he's a lawyer, California lawyer, and he was going over her case. I didn't listen to it super clearly, but he explains how good her lawyer was, and why she ended up with so much money. Now, who the hell paid for that lawyer? I don't know, but on the other hand, you know that lawyer is going to get 40% of that $130,000.
Yeah, so she's not going to walk away.
He's been putting out a ton of good information lately.
Yeah.
Can one of the wrenches drop that link possibly? Because that's a good man to listen to.
He is. I'm subscribed.
Oh, yeah, he's awesome.
The other one, have you heard of for public safety? Have you heard of him,
Of
Chris
course.
Ryder?
Oh,
He just got
I call
money.
it Captain Stupid.
Yeah, he just got some money. He just got some go away money, but it was only $10,000, which just tickled the shit out of me, because first his lawyer's going to get 40%. That leaves $6,000, and he owes that lawyer $7,500. So he's not going to get a dime of that money.
So
what the hell?
You know, it's a minor victory, but I'll take any victory at all at this point.
You have to pay the lawyer. Then you also have, lawyers tack on things to their bill. So of course.
Yeah. So.
No wonder why a lot of them try to go pro se and defend themselves. I'm like, but you don't want to pay a lawyer, or better yet, I'm like, they do offer you a public defender, but they,
right.
Maybe you don't want to take a public defender because you may get a public defender that y'all frauded when y'all walked into the public defender's office.
That's crazy. It's nuts hearing these kind of numbers too. Like me, like at this point in time, if I had $200, I'd be happy. You know, these guys are getting thousands. It's like, oh, what the heck?
Okay.
Well, the thing that Pat Darcy was saying about Regan Benson is that her lawyer finagled to get that money tax-free.
Wow. Wow. Tax-free.
Yeah. Now, I don't know. I'm not being a lawyer. I don't know if you win cases like that, if the money is taxable or not. I don't know if it's considered income. I don't know.
It really depends on the case and the state. There are just too many variables on that one.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. So. That makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, I've been following.
So, yeah, it's. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, I've been following the news, I guess you would say, the shenanigans of for public safety for a while now. And boy, is it what amazes me is his followers are so stupid to believe his crap.
Oh, no. Well, all of these guys, though, right? I mean, there's so many of them that say and do so many things that are so blatantly like lying to their audience and building a false narrative for their audience. And it always blows my mind. And I've actually said a few times, like, I've been like for about the last 6-7 months now, I've been thinking more and more about the psychology, not of the frauditors of themselves, but of their supporters, their fans. Like, how do you not see what these people are doing to you? Like, it's different with the soft sets, but I like to use an example just because it's a easier example, you know, to kind of explain. But it's like the idea of if you get pulled over for having a fake license plate, you get mad at the cop for pulling you over instead of getting mad at the idiot who ripped you off by selling you a fake plate, right? It's the same kind of thing with the frauditors. It's like their fans hear this false narrative and they get all, yeah, look at that horrible tyrant cop violating your Fourth Amendment right. And then you watch the actual video and all that's happening is the cop says, "Can I see your ID?" The guy says no, and that's it. He doesn't get the ID. So it's like, what did he violate? What are you talking about? But the fans, they just buy it anyway. It's like,
Well, yeah. And then you have faux law channels like the civil rights attorney or civil rights lawyer, whatever he calls himself, throwing gasoline on the fire.
Right.
Is that Island? What's his name?
They love
Eli?
gaslighting.
Yeah.
Eli, the people's guy.
No, I mean Michael
Even
Eli.
though he treats the people like dirt, especially if they don't want to be filmed. Oh, Michael Eli. I thought you meant Eli the Frauditor.
No, he's dangerous.
Yeah.
No, they all act like they all act big and bad when they're holding up a camera. But pretty sure if they wasn't holding up a camera or having a camera in your face, pretty much they wouldn't act like that. We know that they wouldn't act like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, because they get their asses kicked every time.
Right.
And more
you
and
see
more
what happened
people,
to that one guy, that one 18-year-old fraud that got punched in the face in New York.
Yep.
And he got
more
out
and
light.
more people are doing that. So I like to see that. I'm sorry, Cece. I
that's
interrupted you.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, you didn't. Yeah, perfectly fine, Script Cat.
I've got a little bit of a lag on my end.
I have noticed that. you seem to be like half a second or a second behind the rest of us.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, you didn't do it?
No, it's quite all right. It's that stupid internet. Ding dong, dang, dag, nab internet.
Yeah, I'm too far away from my.
But yeah, it's router or whatever.
Yeah, router. I'm too far away from my router.
I'm just glad the lag isn't on my side this time, because I'm up here in the mountains of New Mexico, too far away from, well, freaking anything.
Right? Oh my goodness. But yeah, that's one of the situations, like talking about that kid. Like, and this is one of the points I've tried to make with this whole situation is like, it's not that I want, well, I mean, it depends on the situation, of course, but it's not that like I'm advocating for violence against these guys or whatever, but it's like when you go around intentionally treating people like crap, eventually you're going to mess with the wrong one. You're going to FAFO. You know what I mean? You keep asking to get clocked. Eventually you're going to get clocked. You know, right. You walk around asking for somebody to fold you up, you're going to get folded up. You know, so it's like, hey, you know what? You go out there, your job, because you always call it your job, is literally to go out there asking for trouble. Well, when you get some, it's like, well, you know what? I can't really feel too sorry for you because you've been asking for it. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you didn't get like, he got smacked in the face. You know, it's not going to kill him.
Cupcake dance.
Hurt his
Cupcake
pride
dance.
more than anything else. Oh, it's time for the
Dennis is here to lift
dance,
my
ladies and
hand so
gentlemen.
I
Let's
can
go.
dance along. Let's do this thing.
All right, ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right. Okay.
We're supposed to be hearing music.
Olay.
Olay.
You didn't hear the music?
Olay.
Yeah, we heard it. We heard it.
I couldn't hear the music, but.
All right.
Those are the best ones. Dennis was here to lift my hand so I could dance along. Love it.
Yay.
Awesome.
I hope she's doing well. I really do. I really hope she's doing well.
Yes. Last I heard from her, she was recovering. She wasn't feeling good, but she was getting better. So God bless her. God bless all of you guys. I mean, I always pray for you guys. Cool, clear water. Script Ray, of course. All you people out there, everyone watching the show, anyone with any kind of health concerns or issues in your lives right now, always my thoughts and prayers are with you guys. I love you guys. For real though, legit.
Because every now and then I would go to her channels and watch some of her videos. Because, you know,
Right.
She's good. She's so good.
I love the older ones.
Seriously,
with the bear. I mean, I miss the teddy
That's
bear.
Cupcake.
That was just awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the bear is Cupcake, technically. We started calling her Cupcake, and it just kind of stuck.
But just having the
bear
bear
but I mean, there were a
up
lot
there
of people who Hold on.
Can't beat that.
The bear was so cute. She actually went back and forth for a long time trying to decide if she wanted to use the bear more or not. There's when Cupcake met Voodoo. Oh, you can't see it. It's a picture. When I actually met Maggie in real life, it's a picture of the bear hugging the Voodoo doll.
Oh,
that's
sweet.
so cute.
Yes. Yeah, it is. It's I don't know. Great stuff. But anyway, yeah. The last I heard, she's recovering, from the surgery, doing what she can. But because it was on her throat, she's not really in a position to get on and talk and make videos. Which is understandable. We love her. We love you, Cupcake. If you're watching, Maggie, always. So yeah, there's that. So I just muted myself.
Yeah, you just see that you muted. But yeah, like I said, every now and then I'll go back and check out some of her videos and some of her older videos. Cause she has, she's a really good content creator.
Yeah.
Yes, she was great.
Especially when you get to the end of the video and hit the Frauditor cool down moment.
I thought that was genius.
Yes.
Not just on Cupcake, but on so many other creators. I don't mind laughing at the same Frauditor 10 times when I have 10 great and completely different takes on what they noticed in the situation. This is such a wonderful community.
Yes. I like that. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Yeah, that's great.
It's just like Heads may cover, say like Heads and Frauditor Shenanigans. They may cover the same video, but have two different opinions on it. Frauditor Shenanigans.
Oh yeah, they noticed different
that's hilarious
things.
at what he do. I like what he do.
Yeah, Shenanigans is great. But I was gonna say, do you guys mind holding down the fort for a few minutes? Because I gotta go take care of something, and that way we can keep the show going.
Yeah, that's good.
Not a problem.
All right, cool. I'll be back in a few minutes. All right. Talk amongst yourselves.
So it's just the three of us. So what you all want to talk about?
Well, the top thing on my mind is welcome back, Doc.
Doc is here?
Oh, he's not here in the chat today, but he has made his return. And I was afraid that we'd lost him because of what was thrown at him. So.
Oh no, he was just saying that he was just taking some. He was just when he was telling us he was just taking some time off and.
Oh yeah, can't keep a good man down.
But I'm glad he's back though because we was getting nervous because I was he started to check on him like, well, what's going on? We haven't heard from him in a few weeks.
I have to admit, I don't know him very well, so I don't know what has been happening.
Oh yeah, no, it's just some really bad thing, that's out there. That's been, there's somebody put out there. I don't want to go too far into it.
Yeah, I won't go into it either, but just he was accused without any evidence, without any foundation.
Right.
And accused in a way that, hell, I understand. That would make me go screw all this YouTube crap and just move along and do other things.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because not worth it. But good man.
Yeah. I was doing without YouTube, 3 to 5 years ago. I could probably do without it if I had to. But yeah, I understand what you mean.
Yeah, it's just when somebody, puts things out there on you that it's not true. And basically just trying to ruin your life and ruin your career. Yeah, sometimes you have to do what you have to do and put, certain things on the back burner and defend yourself.
That's the problem with a court by public opinion. It used to be the news, used to be the newspapers, then it was the radio, then it was the TV, now it's internet.
Right.
So
Well, I understand that. I've just got a tiny little channel and I'm just having fun.
Mm-hmm.
I have the added benefit of I can't read the comments. Someone has to do it for me.
Yeah, because I'm on my phone.
They just don't tell me when somebody starts talking shit.
Yeah,
But
it's best if you really want to build a channel and you really want to get noticed, you have to know going in that you're going to get nasty comments and you're going to get creepy people who try to delve into your life and bring out all kinds of stuff that they have no business knowing.
Well, yeah, but I'm kind of safe on that side because I'm not trying to build a channel. I'm just trying to enjoy my week, enjoy my day.
Yeah, yeah.
And the stuff that I put out because it was fun, because I enjoyed it. And that's the entire reason.
No, I'm just reading this comment by Graham. He said, "There's loads of untruths about me on the internet, and I create most of it."
I think Katharine Hepburn said something. What did she say? I don't care what they say about me in the press as long as it's not true.
Okay.
Yes, that was Katharine Hepburn. And I'm old enough to remember when that was in the newspaper.
I'll just put it like this. If you ever heard it from me and if you ever heard it from me, that means if you heard it from anybody else, but you ever heard it from me, then it's not true. Until I tell you, if I tell you that something about me is true, then I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Oh, my reader just read your comment, my tiny Chihuahua life. Exactly. Small channel, but having fun. And that's what it should be all about.
Yeah, those be the best ones. The small channels sometimes be, the most fun. That's true.
Sitting up with tiny Chihuahua on her live streams. That's like gathering together with friends on the porch for lemonade or whiskey, whatever. On a wonderful Saturday afternoon, just having a good time. Good folks, good friends, good laughs, good times.
Or maybe a little bit of work, a little bit of both, a little bit of lemonade, a little bit of whiskey, or maybe mixed. I don't think it tastes good mixed together, but just have a little bit of both.
Yeah, I might want to go with rum with the lemonade instead of whiskey.
Oh, yeah. There was a time when I was part of a group, and we would meet several times a day here, on the internet, and it was great because we would go, I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes without saying anything, and it was okay. Who is the oldest living frauditor, Chihuahua?
Oh, you missed that?
I guess I did.
You got to check out the oldest living frauditor. It's a skit that she does.
Oh, okay.
And it is wonderful.
I guarantee you the oldest living frauditor probably knew Jesus Christ when he was an altar boy. I know the oldest, interview the oldest. I have if I could ask the oldest living frauditor a question, the question I asked the oldest frauditor is, when you instead of the cameras, did y'all have like the whole, the camera that you have to put on your shoulder and go into the public office and start recording people, and actually had to have a VH tape into the camera to record people?
Oh, better yet, one of those big tripods with the camera that you had to crank the crank.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel old now because I still have one of those.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. The kids love playing with it. They take a 2 or 3 minute movie every year when they're over here.
Betty had asked the oldest living frauditor, or like, when they used to go out and fraud people, did y'all use like the cameras they used to use like on the TV shows back in the 50s, where they was like huge, bulky, and everything, and they only shot in black and white?
Oh, go back further. The auditors that had to draw everything real fast. Excuse me.
I mean, that's the skill of like the oldest living fraud. Like that'll be some things that I would ask her. I would ask the oldest living frauditor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, Betty, yeah, like the oldest living frauditor. I'm like, did you actually have to use like a stone tablet and carve out the pictures of everything? To record. This is how we used to record back in the day.
Oh, excuse me. That would be hilarious. Oh my God.
I mean, it's because I've seen some of her interviews that that has the show. That's pretty interesting. It's pretty funny.
Well, yeah, I mean, what happens when you're cop watching and you don't have enough play tablets to get the stylus impressions on right then?
Florida Jim said the oldest living frauditor had to use a phone because they weren't up to the eyes yet.
I'm back.
No, the oldest living frauditor probably, instead of using the iPhone, they probably had to take a rotary phone with them.
I was so hacked off last year when they made me get rid of my rotary, get one of these touchstone things.
Last year?
Oh no!
Yeah.
We was talking about a rotary phone on I think it was it Ray's live stream Friday night.
Oh yeah, that was on Ray's.
I like, you used to, you used to take the longest can you imagine using a rotary phone trying to dial 911? It's like it took the longest of like the 9 button is way on the other end. You have to go all the way around, wait for it to come back. Think of a 1 and a 1. It'd take you the longest just to dial one phone number. Because when I was growing up, my house had 2 rotary phones, and I was glad when we got rid of them because, I was asking my mom, can we just get a regular phone?
That is a regular phone.
Yeah, but see, when I was little, I didn't know. I just said, can we? Because all my friends, had like the yellow phone that was hanging up in the kitchen. Either the yellow phone or the blue phone that was hanging up in the kitchen. You had the slimline phone that was in the living room. No, my house, we had the rotary phone. And I asked my mom, like, well, why do we have the rotary phone? Well, this is the rotary phone that your grandmama, you're like, and we still using it?
Yeah.
And still had the old.
I used to have
the old phone number in it.
I used to have one of those phones, like before the cordless phones and everything, that had like a 200-foot cord, and so you could walk around the house on the phone.
Okay. Got all tangled
that
up.
long scrungy thing that always got tangled up.
Yep.
Hey, Harris, we were just talking about the oldest living frauditor. And if you was to interview the oldest living frauditor, what would you ask him?
Oh, I've talked to her a few times. Let me see. What would I would ask her, like back in those days, because you would have to wait for your film to get developed. So how long did it take? Because obviously you couldn't live stream unless you were doing Polaroids, I guess. how would you get those images up and uploaded on the internet in time? Or wait, there was no internet back then. Dang it. How did they make money back then? That's what I'd ask her. David E. Person says a frauditor bought an expensive Rolls Royce with his YouTube money, but couldn't pay for a driver. All that frauditing and nothing to chauffeur it.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
I haven't heard that one since, early 80s, maybe.
I'm like, you know what? And the thing is, I would ask the oldest living frauditor also again. I'm like, did the oldest living did she fraud at the Last Supper? I'm like, that's what I want to know. I'm like,
oh no,
we see the picture of it. I'm like, can you imagine if you see the picture of the Last Supper and you see somebody standing behind him with a camera?
Oh man. Well, see
Like,
that's when you start getting into like these conspiracy theory videos where they're like, well, there are birds in the picture, and we all know that birds are just government cameras. See, they were spying on them even back then.
Oh, my absolute favorite on that is the moon is a hologram thing. It's like, okay,
right.
What was the moon 50 years ago?
Right. Before they invented that stuff, what was it?
I'm just reading this quote. I'm reading the comment by Florida Jim. Say Jesus was quoted at the Last Supper is saying, "Yes, separate checks, please."
Oh no!
But yeah, it was. That's would be the thing. The world's oldest problem. She had to see a lot of things. She had to see a lot of things that happen. That happened.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Right.
Was she there ordering when the man landed on the moon?
Was
Those
she there?
tyrant stores picking on the herbivores.
We got to have her back on the show. You got to have her back on the show because I would love to ask her a few questions. The world oldest frauditor.
I think she's here watching right now.
If she's here, I would look.
Hey, oldest living frauditor, you got a minute?
You're on.
Yeah, if
Get
the
on
oldest
up here.
Yeah, come on up here, world oldest frauditor. I would love to talk to you.
And Mr. Thomas wants to talk to the oldest living frauditor, and I know she's here, so I dropped the link in the chat again if you want to come up. Oh my goodness, this is great. I love you guys.
Because when I first seen a video, then she interviewed her, that's what I asked. I'm like, well, why do the world oldest frauditor sound like Edith Bunker? And I'm like,
that'll work. 10 minutes, 2 seconds, and we're gonna be calling you out.
I'm like, which is not a bad thing. I like Edith Bunker. I'm like, she was cool. She knew how to handle Archie.
She was great.
Yeah, she knew how to handle Archie Bunker.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and Tiny knew how to handle somebody in my last radio show.
Mm-hmm.
That little chihuahua saved the day.
Nice.
I'm like,
everybody loves Tiny.
I'm like, she don't get a lot of credit. Edith Bunker knew how to handle Archie. She was
Oh yeah. No, yeah, Edith was all the characters on that show were great.
You couldn't build that show today. You wouldn't be allowed.
No, you couldn't. That was the Jeffersons and Sanford and Son. You couldn't do any of those shows, But I still watch them though. They so hilarious. I still watch them though.
Oh, there are very few of my favorite shows or movies that could be made today.
Blazing Saddles.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's my movie right there. That is my movie. I love that movie.
I mean, even something
they actually
powerful as straw dogs could not be done today.
Yes.
Yeah.
What I meant to tell you is when you was talking about how they came up with the name John, like for the bathrooms, I was trying to tell you, like,
Right.
you need to watch Bell Brooks, Robin Hood's Being in Tights, and they
Right.
tell you how they came up with the name John. We just call it the John.
I got to watch that movie
Right.
again. I haven't seen it
John
in so
Crapper inventing the flush toilet.
Uh-huh.
I was going to say, there's a movie that came out, I think it was last year, called Paws of Fury. It was a cartoon. It's a kid-friendly remake of Blazing Saddles.
Oh, really?
Oh, I got to catch that.
Oh, I've
Yes.
got to find
And,
that for the littles. What's the name again?
Paws of Fury. And what's interesting is Paws of Fury. And
Get that.
at first, I thought it was another sequel to the ones with Jack Black as a panda or whatever.
Jumanji.
But no, it's not. It's its own thing.
Oh, Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
no,
Kung Fu
because it's a
Panda.
cartoon. Yeah, I thought it was like one of the sequels to Kung Fu Panda, but it has nothing to do with that. It's called Paws of Fury: The Legend of Hank, and it's basically about this dog, who goes into this town, and it's like a kung fu movie, but it's weird because like I went to the theater to watch it with my sons. I took them because we went every Tuesday, and it was the new kids movie. So okay, we're gonna watch it, and I had no idea what it was. And then while I was watching it, I remember my son sitting next to me. I got one boy on my right, one on my left. The older one's on the left. And as I'm watching the movie, about 20 minutes into it, I start like giving him a little elbow, and I'm like, "Now watch, this is gonna happen," and then it happens. And then I'm like, "Now this is gonna happen," and then it happens. He's like, "Dad, how do you know it?" I'm like, "Because I just realized this movie's just a ripoff of Blazing Saddles." But then one of the characters came out, and the voice was Mel Brooks. So I'm like, "Oh, this isn't a ripoff of Blazing Saddles. It's a legit remake. Mel Brooks is involved."
Yeah, just going from the title, I would have thought it was a take on that hilarious Christopher Walken ping pong movie, Balls of Fury. And they just moved over to
right.
dog fighting.
Right?
I
No,
wanna
it was
have-
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I want to have Tones overthinking things it seems that because we all know how big of a Mel Brooks fan Tones is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, big time.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
Yeah, it's something else. I'm trying to see if I can find like maybe like a trailer or something that I wouldn't get a copyright hit on.
Oh, you're gonna get a copyright hit on all of them.
But it's yeah, so I better not mess with that. Let's see.
It is on YouTube though.
It is?
Oh, it is.
Even better.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you
honestly say
can't watch it for free, but it's there.
I can honestly say the only Mel Brooks movie I haven't really paid much attention to was the Producers.
Yeah, I.
Which
couldn't
one?
Well, see, that's it. I haven't paid too much attention to it, so that one I don't too much know about. But not all the other ones, I will watch. I watched them. History
So
of the
you
World.
didn't see either because he made the Producers twice. You haven't seen either of them?
No, I haven't seen either one of them.
Well, the fun thing is, Mel Brooks had his fingers in so many pies. There are a ton of Mel Brooks movies that when you watch them, you will recognize, oh yeah, he did this.
Mm-hmm.
But his name is nowhere in the credits.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Thomas, your dream has come true. We are being joined by the world's oldest frauditor. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for the world's oldest frauditor. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome, welcome.
Welcome, world oldest frauditor. If you don't mind, I have some questions for you.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, real quick, we got Sue Bear with a 13-month membership milestone. What's up? Here's your feed. Yes, all right. Thank you so much. Yeah. All right. So, world's oldest frauditor, how you doing today?
Hold on,
All
Hez.
right,
I think I've got a problem here with lag.
Yeah, we got scripts lagging too. Well, for the moment, it's your show, so go ahead and do your thing. Oh, hello. Oh, hi, Dina.
Oh, no, I'm
Got a
here.
mic issue?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, world oldest frauditor. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing okay. I had to take and get my the
See, now that's what happens when you're the world's oldest frauditor. The first thing that starts going is the memory. Well, that's all right. We know what you got. You got to go to the post office. Audit.
Hold on, I gotta take and redo this because somehow.
Take your time, sweetheart.
Take your time.
If I didn't have Dennis here, I wouldn't be able to talk to any of y'all. So take your time.
Yes.
Hey, Hez, could you email me the link? Because it's not letting me do this just straight from the chat.
All right. Well, yeah, let me go ahead and get you back in here. Although you're already in here, you'd have to drop out and then come back in.
Okay.
So. All right. Technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. We love technical difficulties because that's what we do.
Yeah, it's a live show. Just like you said, it's a live show.
Right.
The live in front of us.
Is it live or is it Memorex?
Live in front of a studio audience.
That's true too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Recorded live in front of a studio audience.
I mean, you don't even get TV shows that say that anymore. Remember, they used to say that every time the TV show was going off in the ending credits.
Well, that's because they were live and in front of an audience then.
Yeah.
Right.
I always wanted to be in the audience of one of those shows.
Although
so I could see all the outtakes.
I got a story about that. I was at a taping of Jeopardy. They did a week in Chicago. And I had tickets for it, so I went there. I went to the taping, and it was pretty interesting to see how it's done. They filmed the whole week. No. It was after. It was after Don Pardo. It was
I
what's
don't
his
know
name?
any of the guys after him.
He was the host for like ever. Alex Trebek. Yes, yes.
Okay, I've heard that
All
name.
right. I was just telling a story of when I went to see Jeopardy taping live. So I went to the taping. They taped the whole week in one day. And what they would do is like they would have the whole week's worth of contestants backstage, and they would all be there for the taping. And then whoever won and came back for the next day for the next show would go backstage, change his outfit so it looks like it was a different day. And then they would have the two new contestants he was going against come back. And they would just go through like that. And there were a lot of cool things. First of all, Alex Trebek, that dude was freaking hilarious because the in-between bits where they were like between shows or episodes, because again, they film them boom, 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 right, one after another. He would come out and do a monologue and just tell jokes. He'd do stand-up comedy, and he was hilarious. And then, but the coolest thing that I saw was something, because this is the sort of thing you'll never see on TV. They asked the question, or they gave the answer. The contestant asked the question. They said, no, that's wrong. Put the wrong answer. And he said, no, you're wrong. And I call, shenanigans. Like, that's not right. That's not the right answer. So then they went back. They went with the judges. They actually did their research and realized that Jeopardy had the wrong answer. Mm-hmm. So then they filmed another bit where they just changed the board and what Trebek said in response. And then when you watch the final thing, they edit it together so that it looks like he just gave the right answer and went on.
Oh.
But it was like actually seeing that happen was fascinating and how they handled it,
Okay, can you all hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you now.
I'm sorry, I had to get my laptop plugged up somehow. There's a News Now douche canoe that was trying to chew my wires. I had to plug it up.
Dennis says we can't see you anymore.
Yeah, you get
Where
those
are
wires,
you,
Paul.
sweetheart?
Ow! Sorry, News Now Voodoo had to hop in when he heard that.
But I'm glad that you're here, or this fraud. I have some questions for you.
My name is News Now Menopause, if that makes it any easier for you, Mr. Thomas.
Okay, News Now Menopause. I have some questions. I mean, you say you call yourself the world's oldest frauditor, so pretty sure you've seen a lot of things in your day, right?
Oh, well, now the oldest frauditor, that would be News Now Geritol, and I think he's going to be on my Tiny Chihuahua's live stream tomorrow.
Oh, really? So he's even older? Okay.
Oh, I don't know how old he is, but I still have yet to meet him.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's because his birth certificate was written in Sanskrit, and they haven't been able to transcribe it yet.
Well, I do understand how it might give menopause, but shouldn't it probably be called girl-a-pause?
I don't know. It's too early in the morning for this old lady.
So
sorry.
So when you first started frauditing News Now Menopause, pretty sure they didn't have cameras back in the day. So how would you fraud it?
Oh, I never give my secrets out. I'll take those to my grave.
Well, that's no fair.
But I can show you a camera I used. If y'all will give me a minute, I'll be right back and I'll show you.
Sure. Go ahead. I would love to see this camera.
Oh my God, Uncle Artie's here.
Uncle Artie's bar and grill of stupidity. So she's already in the grave. You just have to shut the lid. Wow.
That's Uncle Artie.
I have to pay a visit to the bar and grill. I haven't been there in a minute yet.
It gets pretty crazy sometimes.
I was gonna say, I hear it's a raucous ride.
I know. Is he still fighting with Cripple Cat over the bar?
Oh, that's never going to end until she completely takes over and Uncle Artie's gone and buried.
I don't know. When I hit, they fighting over the bar. I for some reason I don't know why. Do I see the Road Runner and Wile E. Coyote? I don't know why.
Well, which one gets the anvil dropped on them?
I would think that would be Uncle Artie. You know, Cripple Cat. Always he says that Cripple Cat always doing things to him. I would think that she would drop the anvil. But for some reason, you remember Wile E. Coyote always ordered things from Acme, but it always blew up in his face.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Okay, I'm back.
All right. Show us what you got.
Yeah, let's see that camera. Holy crap.
Yeah, I used this for a short time, but not very long.
That was from your miniskirt days, right?
Yeah, I think it was.
Okay, but what year was that camera from?
Oh, I can't remember. I had it whenever whenever I first started doing the frauditing since the technology days. So I started using that. That was given to me.
So pretty sure frauditors, they like to go into public places and and fraud in public buildings. So have you ever frauded? Did you ever frauded like Lincoln, or either go back into the 1800s and frauded frauded the White House?
How old do you think I am?
Yeah, if you say you're the world's oldest frauditor, I would go by the word ancient. But I don't ask a lady her age. That's that's not right.
Oh, I know, Sonny. I know. I'm old enough to know better, but I really don't care.
Well, let's just put it. But like I said earlier, maybe the world's oldest fraud. Maybe she knew Jesus Christ when he was an altar boy. I don't know.
No, I'm not that old. That would make me over 2,000 years old, and I'm not that old.
Okay, so we can't go that far. Yeah, well, at least we know you didn't fraud at the Last Supper, or either
Oh no! I might have been around to maybe fraud audit, maybe like Kennedy,
Nixon.
I would never have done that.
I mean, okay, so you said you was frauded, Kennedy and everything. So, we could have used to see what was going on between Kennedy and Marilyn Monroe, because there's a lot of they say he had an affair with Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, if I had that footage, I wouldn't share it with anybody. That would be mine. I wouldn't share that.
You can make a lot of money off that kind of thing.
Yeah, you'd have to put it on OnlyFans. Yep. Seriously. Like an insane amount of money.
I know. But I've got I did have footage. After I took down my channel, I lost everything. But anyway, I know I've got some footage, but again, after I lost my channel, there was no way to back it up like these Frauditors do nowadays.
No,
Did
no,
you
you
ever
didn't.
get any go away money?
Oh, that I know of. No, I never got any go away money. I never got close enough to be told, I was going to be under arrest. So I never spent time in jail or in front of a judge to get go away money. I never did.
Okay.
So let me ask you this, News Now Minimal. So was you able to capture some things from the bicentennial in 1976? Any of the things that happened?
Oh, that was a hootenanny of a time. Yeah. Yeah, I was in Philly. I think it was Philly I was at, and our group, they're all gone now, dagnabbit. But we all had a hootenanny of a time.
I mean, yeah, because 1976 was a good time,
Oh, yes, it was.
Yeah, I remember those guys. News Now Beatnik and News Now Hippie Sauce.
Oh, my goodness. Hezekiah Jenkins, were you around back then? Oh, my gosh, you brought up so many names.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, I've researched the history of frauditing, I know all about those guys. I think News Now Beatnik was my favorite because he didn't just fraud it, but he did it with some meter and some rhyme. It was like poetry, like jazz frauditing, totally making it up as he went along.
So, with way I did frauditing, auditing was I stayed far enough back to where I wouldn't get caught. And I never photographed anyone other than cops.
Well, it's rumors that's going around about you that y'all like today y'all still auditing in air quotations, private businesses. So is it true that you was auditing Studio 54?
Oh no, I never went into private businesses. I stayed basically on the sidewalk and recorded cops.
Yeah, she didn't audit Studio 54. She was there by invitation.
I know that wasn't supposed to get out. That was not supposed to get out.
Anyway, look,
a wild child.
I'll tell you though, Mr. Thomas, if you don't know, the oldest frauditor, one of the reasons why she's retired is because she actually has a little bit of a conscience. And when she started seeing the way these frauditors do it today, she realized that it was wrong,
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I gave that up whenever I started watching some of these frauditors. Now I quit because I'm like, I can't keep up. I'm not gonna keep up. I'm too old to do this crap.
So you didn't record children or anything like that? Please say you didn't. You didn't record children?
No, I didn't. No, Mr. Thomas, you won't have to worry about that because I didn't. Believe it or not, I had children and I did not want anyone recording them, even for fun. I didn't.
Okay, that's a very good thing. Because these days frauditors, they just don't care. They record children. You even had one frauditor auditing a funeral, standing outside of the church auditing a funeral.
Oh, I saw that video and oh my goodness, I had to have the doctor come in and take my blood pressure because I was afraid I was going to have a heart attack. I was so mad.
That would be with anybody because that made me mad.
But yeah, I didn't film children or anyone in the public. I try to make sure that I just filmed cops, but I don't do that anymore because they're taking it way too far.
Okay. So you just okay. I understand you just said you recorded cops, but did you ever go into like the Social Security office back in the day?
Oh, no. That was off limits to me. If I didn't have business anywhere, I didn't go. I didn't record. That was mainly for me to take care of my business, going to Social Security or the post office. That was mainly for business. I never recorded. And I know they say they have to record their interactions, but I never did.
Well, these days they say they record their interactions with the government, whatever, but we never see them record their interactions with the government, but they always record other people's interactions with the government.
I have noticed that anytime these frauditors go into a office or business, it's like they cut certain parts out. And where is their transparency?
Right.
True that.
So that's exactly right. So have you ever, when you was recording police officers, you asked for their name and badge numbers, right?
No, I didn't do that. That's a bunch of poppycock asking for their names and badge numbers. That's just a bunch of hooey.
It was a bunch of malarkey.
That's right.
So you didn't go in and file, pointless, police report, police, what is it? Complaints.
No, I didn't, because if I had to talk to the police, it was on a matter, and I made sure. Hold on, let me get a drink of coffee right quick.
See, the FBI, man, they're trying to contact her. They hear her talking on the internet. Like, all right, listen, lady, you're giving away too much information. I like this. News Now, whatever, News Now that. How about Snooze Now Methuselah?
No.
Talk about old.
No, I'm not Methuselah. I'm not. Oh, gosh. Believe it or not, what's the guy's name? Uncle Artie's?
Uncle Artie.
Stupidity?
Bar and Grill of Stupidity.
I don't even know who Methuselah is, thank goodness.
How about you, how about, we take news now, I don't forget your name. News Now,
Menopause.
See,
Menopause.
how about we take it to Uncle Artie's Bar and Grill and let him record, stand outside on the sidewalk and record the bar.
Have her audit the bar and grill. Yeah.
Yeah, and see what Uncle Artie says.
Oh, no, I don't believe in recording outside of places. No, because that's just invading someone's privacy, and I'm not about to do that.
He'd come out and offer you a
but we
beer.
might be able to get Cripple Cat to work with you.
Yeah, because Cripple Cat, Cripple Cat may just invite you into the bar.
Yeah.
Get it on.
Yeah. Film it, please.
Oh,
we got to get evidence.
I have given up my camera. I have a phone that has a camera, but I don't use it for that anymore. If I use my camera on my phone, is to take pictures, and that's of places where I have permission.
There you go. That's nice.
Exactly.
I like that.
But at least you ask permission.
Oh, yeah, because if you don't, it could come back and bite you in the hoo-ha, And
But-
that would not be good.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry, I might have used that term wrong, but I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. Cause can you think next time can we get you can hook us up so we get a interview with the world oldest male frauditor, News Now Geritol.
I think he's going to be on My Tiny Chihuahua live tomorrow. I think he's going to be interviewed. I think. I'll have to look and see.
Oh, okay. Because I will have a couple of questions for him also.
Okay, well, I'll try to find some way to contact him and let him know.
Okay, so do when you say how back in the day when y'all used to contact each other, you didn't have email. So I'm just wanting to know, did y'all contact each other by carrier pigeon?
Oh, we use regular old snail mail.
Oh, okay.
Or if we lived in the same town, we got in our cars or even rode a bicycle to each other's house if we were in the same town.
Okay. All righty. So when you say the rode the bicycles to each other's house, I don't want to come off, like the type of way when you say the bicycles, did like the bicycles had like the big huge wheel in the front?
Oh no. No. Well, mine didn't anyway.
But his did. News Now Geritol did.
That I would have to find out.
Oh, okay. Because this things like this, the reason why I'm asking these questions because you both say the world oldest living frauditors, and I just want to know how far do you all go back? That's why I'm asking.
Well, I do remember whenever I first started thinking about recording people, I think it was in the 1960s.
Mm-hmm.
I was still maybe in my I can't remember how old I was.
From what I remember, the very first audit you ever did had something to do with trying to uncover something in the LBJ administration. I don't know.
I would have to go back and
Oh
look
no, yeah,
back.
because you were talking about Kennedy. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would have to go back in my memory banks and think about that. I'm not exactly sure. I didn't write down everything that I did.
So did you ever? So
well,
did you
part of the
So did you actually?
part of the problem, Mr. Thomas.
Uh-huh.
Part of the problem, Mr. Thomas, and I can't say too much about this or whatever, but just for full transparency, part of the problem is that a lot of our early auditing footage ended up being used in the Nixon trial.
Oh no! Oh, I wish people would quit bringing that up.
Did you ever? Oh, so okay. So then, so did you witness anything about the Watergate or anything? Did you know why Nixon burnt the tapes?
I refuse to answer any questions right now.
I mean, because a lot of people, turned on Nixon because they all went to jail, and for some reason Nixon walked free.
I remember that, but like I said, I'm not answering any questions right now.
Even the secretary, Nixon's secretary, went to jail, and all she did was just erase the line.
She erased
all I
18
know
minutes.
is even I can't say anything about that part.
Yeah, 18 minutes. Yeah, she erased 18 minutes, and she went to jail. But since you said the 1960s, so was you able to even witness the Kennedy-Nixon debates in 1960?
I stay out of politics.
Oh, because that's a historic moment, because that was the first debate to be put on television. So that's why I was wondering, was you there to witness that?
Well, I could have, but like I said, I don't do politics very well.
Oh yeah, I understand. because there's a lot of things that happened in the in the 60s.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
even the 50s, even the
Woodstock
50s.
being one of them.
Yeah, Woodstock.
I'm sorry to interrupt, guys. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I think we got breaking news. It looks like there's some sort of alien invasion happening right now. Oh my goodness gracious me! We got to check this out and see what's going on.
If everything's ready, we're on the dark side of the moon.
Yeah, we're good.
Play the five tones.
We can hear you.
But then again, maybe I'm just overthinking it.
How can we communicate?
Sorry.
We can use the dawn. On a deep conversation later.
If everything's ready, we're on the dark side of the moon.
Yeah, we're good.
Play the five tones.
We can hear you.
But then again, maybe I'm just overthinking it.
Dang nabbit. I'm sorry. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the show. How you doing?
Yeah, those were some cute little creatures.
Those are the Bobs. Or are you talking about the mini tones overthinks it's?
No, that were in the small video we just watched. Those little creatures are cute.
The Bobs. Yes.
But
they're
but
called
they did
Bobs.
They did mention something I do want to ask the dudes now menopause. Do you know anything? If you could you go back and like fraud it about the aliens? Is there really aliens? Does the government know about the aliens?
Well, now about the aliens, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that because we don't know what's out beyond our universe, and no one's going to be able to ever know unless we send it unmanned, which we already have.
I mean, that would make for a good actual news story. Actual news since since today's auditors say they collecting they're doing a story for their individual news channel.
Oh, that's a bunch of poppycock. They don't have a news story. They're just
independent news station. I'm sorry, independent. Yeah, we know that. It's just all for clicks and views. But I actually really think that you actually did it, for the good of it. I don't think that you was, these crazy fraudsters today. I think you actually, did it for the good.
Oh, well, thank you, Mr. Thomas. Yeah, I'm not. If I were to try to start up another YouTube channel or record, I would just do it for the fun. Because we all need to laugh at something every now and then.
Right.
That's why I like my Tiny Chihuahua Laughs channel. She has a lot of funny shorts and videos about her little dog.
Yeah, I see that. Just like Ray and her Leo and her cat,
Oh, I like watching Ray's videos. He is such a little cutie.
Yeah, Leo is awesome.
Does anyone know how Ray is today? Has anyone heard from her?
I talked to her last night. She was doing fine.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I worry about the people in this community that are on the good side. I worry whenever I hear about one of them not doing well.
Yeah, we always all of our thoughts and prayers are always with all of our fans and everyone who's having any health issues or anything like that. Always, we love you guys.
Oh yeah, and but yeah, I think I got a notification or something about News Now Geritol going to be on my Tiny Chihuahua live tomorrow. I think he's going to be interviewed. I think.
Okay. Okay. I would love to see that
Alrighty.
interview.
And anyway, but no, like I said, I'm sorry it took me a few minutes to get up here, but I had to almost restart my laptop because I don't know this new technology and my battery was almost dead.
It's
Oh,
all
no.
good.
Well, we're glad you made it.
Yeah, actually, this has been great. Yes, absolutely.
And Hezekiah Jenkins, thank you for letting me come up. Script Cat, do you have a YouTube channel?
I do. I haven't posted for quite a while, but I do.
Oh, okay, okay. So, would it be okay if I subscribe to your channel?
Oh, please do. I'd love that.
Oh, cool. And then if you could, because like I said, my tiny Chihuahua life, she is such a good person. I've met her a couple times. And, you know, she needs the subs. She needs the subs to keep the channel going.
Yes, yes, yes.
So, and Mr. Thomas, do you have a channel?
I have a channel, but I don't upload anything on it. I mostly use it to, just watch YouTube videos and and live streams.
Oh, okay, okay. So anyway, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here, guys, because I need to get me another cup of coffee, and I'm still trying to wake up.
Well, all righty. Thank you for
Yes,
coming up
indeed.
and let me ask.
Well, it was great.
Thank you for coming up and let me ask you a few questions, interview you.
Oh, you're very welcome. And like I said, the oldest male frauditor is going to be on my Tiny Chihuahua's live stream tomorrow.
Okay. All righty.
All right. Great stuff. We'll check that out. Thank you so much for joining us. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for the oldest female frauditor, played by, of course, the one and only my Tiny Chihuahua Life. All right.
That was fun.
That was fun.
Yes. Always.
So.
Oh, my goodness. So, anyway, yeah, go ahead.
I am not a crook.
Right. I am not a crook.
So,
oh my goodness.
But
all right, anything else?
anyway,
Because yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it's pretty much creeping on an hour and a half. And my kids are here and my daughter's about to show up, so I'm probably gonna wrap it up here anyway. But thank you guys so much for making the time fly by. This show went by like that. It was great. I loved having your Script Cat. Thank you once again for coming up as always.
Oh, you're very welcome.
You got to let us know more about your camping adventure and if you actually go out and it works out. Yes, yes. And Mr. Thomas, as always, great to have you up here.
Well,
and
thank
of
you,
course,
man.
Tiny, always awesome to see you. What's that?
Thank you for having
us.
Oh, yes. Yes. Thank you guys for being here as always. Yeah.
I'll see y'all
I just got to
tomorrow.
text my daughter's going to be here any minute. So I got to go. All right. Yes, we'll see you later. Thank you guys for joining us. I love all you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for watching. And I'll see you guys on the next one. And like I always say, yeah, yeah. I'm all shook up. All right.
Can we communicate? We can use the tones. One deep conversation later.
If everything's ready, we're on the dark side of the moon.
Yeah, we're good.
Play the 5 tones.
We can hear you.
But then again, maybe I'm just overthinking it.
How can we communicate? We can use the dawns. One